Let's go. Ah, God, yo. Dang. Dang. What's up? All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's RonYe. We back with another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. Today I got my bodyguards with me. That's Sassy. Okay. Yeah, and I got Lala with me. Say what's up, Lala. Yeah, so we back with another video. Back with another banger. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. So, and don't be shy to comment either, and let me know what you think about certain videos and stuff like that. But I appreciate the love I've been getting so far, and with no further ado, let's go.
Hijacked our planet. Then they rolling out all these fucking series about it, and y'all sitting at home eating popcorn, laughing. Nigga, they telling you all in your face, nigga, what it is, and you still around this bitch playing? You still around here playing. All the fucking videos coming out on social media. And we sent Rashad to tell you that too. Told y'all that last year. I said as we continue to rise in frequency, you're going to see beams. And because we're in a social media age, you're going to see this shit hit social media. Nigga, as soon as it hit social media, that's why I gave y'all the lecture about trolls, nigga. And the legalization of domestic propaganda called the NDAA Act, which I did. I broke it down for you. They literally made a law for them to be able to lie to your ass, nigga. That's a true troll. You got CIA agents who are making 6 figures a year to do this shit now. Out of 3,000 motherfuckers, it's 200 to 300, 400 straight CIA agents sitting in this bitch trolling, nigga. And that ain't just in my life. That's anytime somebody posts true shit what's going on. I told y'all mermaids was real. I got a lecture I'm finna do on mermaids. But I told you where the mermaids come from. They are part of the nomos, just like the dolphins and the whales. And I'm gonna do that lecture on my website, strictly on my website. I'm gonna break that shit down about the dolphins and the whales and the mermaids and the mermen who they never speak about. They ain't just mermaids, it's mermen as well. And then there's a such thing called sirens too, and sirens are totally different than mermen and mermaids. And the nomos, they come from the Sirius star system like us, nigga. Remember who you are. Not this old fairy tale ass shit. You ain't no fucking American. You ain't no African. You ain't no European. You ain't no wherever you watching this shit from on the planet. Because this is an international audience, nigga. Whatever country you in, drop your flag right now. Wherever country you in outside of America, drop your flag right now. In the chat. You hear me? Y'all ain't none of them nations. All them nations are the same motherfuckers. Nigga, well, I don't give a fuck if you say Canadian, North American, South American, European, British, Ireland, African, Ghana. These are all fucking Spanish fucking names, nigga. Them they nations, nigga, they named us. We the Ananuki gods and goddesses, nigga. That's it, flat like that.
Man, drop your flags in the chat. Yo, free Rashad Jamal, man.
Sometimes I think, what would have happened if Charlie Kirk never met this guy?
You believe that the Jews run the American government.
It's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
All Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the middle? I served. Why were we in the Middle East?
So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh, okay.
CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No,
okay,
there were three.
No, the buildings imploded. World War II was fought not over what everyone thought it was fought of. Every war is fought by, it is funded by the rich, the Rockefellers, all the rich, the Rothschilds.
Okay, so yeah, let me ask you a question.
They funded all those wars.
Was Hitler bad?
I think Hitler was bad, yes.
Did the Holocaust happen?
The Holocaust did happen.
How many people died?
Not 6 million.
How many?
It was not 6 million.
How many?
I don't have an exact number, Charlie.
Yes.
I don't have an exact number. It wasn't
Okay, but
6
you said it's
million.
not 6 million.
The reason why Jews have been run out of 109 countries throughout history is because every time they get into a country, they try and take it over. In Nazi Germany, again, they are having transgender surgeries, underground transgender surgeries. They're promoting homosexuality in schools.
Anti-Semitism.
We've been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over the guise of sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
Guys, anti-Semitism is literally a brain cancer, as you could see.
How is this anti-Semitic, Charlie?
See, that changed everything. He started asking questions, looking into things. He went down a rabbit hole, and what he found out had him start talking like this.
The philosophical foundation of anti-whiteness has been largely financed by Jewish donors in the country. And Jewish donors, they have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of decoupling to do, because Jewish donors have been the #1 funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies, cultural institutions, and nonprofits. This is a beast created by secular Jews. And it's not just the colleges. It's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it. It's like time for you guys to wake up and say no more. Draw a line in the sand. I don't care if you hate me.
Dang. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments and the whole Charlie Kirk situation. I heard his wife out here moving like a reptilian too. That's what I heard. But do you think this is the reason why Charlie Kirk was killed? He started educating himself on real deep issues and started speaking? Let me know in the comments.
There's all sorts. Did you see the thing in the Epstein files?
Oh yeah, like
they
those
ordered
Epstein files. In fact, I can't believe that. Like everybody just kind of like, oh, okay, and they're moving on with their lives. Did you see that guy at the Atlanta airport flipping out, the well-dressed black dude who just freaks out in the Atlanta just like a couple of days ago? I saw it on YouTube, and I saw it on Twitter or X, and this guy's just freaking out in the Atlanta airport. He's like, I read the Epstein files. Like, all of you, you're going about your lives like nothing's happening. Look, you're all zombies. And he's right. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Everybody is just numb to everything. Like, dudes, we had a global pandemic, aliens, all these like revelations. People are, eating babies. We want to be deceived. We don't want to believe the horrors that are actually behind the veil.
Well, I think with the Epstein files, people are, because of these emails that have been released, people are just now starting to be aware of the bizarreness of the code and some of the things, like the facts. Like, let's just talk about the sulfuric acid.
And so everything is possible. The question is it probable? And
well, Jamie just pulled up that was the first time they had ever ordered that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there it is.
Yeah.
The truth about Rashad Jamal. Alright, so I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but Rashad Jamal been stirring up the waters a little bit, you feel what I'm saying? He called out some of these people in the spiritual community who has more, you feel what I'm saying? He basically saying, well, they are misinformation agents. I want y'all to know, I said this a couple years ago, either a year or two ago, I said this, you feel what I'm saying? So a lot of these people who you see in the spiritual community, you feel what I'm saying, which is why I'm not a part of it, they're agents, you feel what I'm saying? They're fear agents, you feel what I'm saying? They spread fear in the mask of information. So they tell you something that's actually beneficial, but they give it to you in a way that injects fear into your nervous system, you feel what I'm saying? And fear limits you. Fear suppresses you. Then you end up doing these things out of fear, not out of love, which is why they end up temporary, you feel what I'm saying? Or which is why they end up being a program rather than being an intuitive guide. And also, I want to say, you don't have to pick or choose a side to say, I don't like these people, I like these people. Just sit back and just watch, because the truth will be revealed. But I do want to say this, though. All the people who are actually doing something or have actually done something for the people, they get attacked. It's a reason these people who are on the spiritual community and making all these videos and stuff, it's a reason they go up so easily and they go viral and they be with these other people and this and that. And it's a reason why people like Rashad Jamal get silenced and put in jail. Or people like me, they try to hide my page, or people who follow me can't even find my page, and people make all type of fake accounts and stuff. Or people like Young Pharaoh, which you see how they attacked him and got him. Or people like Malcolm X, who was genuinely for the people, and you see how he was got by his own people. And you see people like Martin Luther King, where they use Martin Luther King, and then once Martin Luther King found out they was using him, they offed him. Or Marcus Garvey, XXX Tentacion, they used him to spread the message of violence, and then once he started becoming awakened and started trying to heal people, they offed him. And I can keep going on and on and on. Anybody who's actually doing something, they attack, they suppress, try to defame their character. Anybody who's actually telling the truth. Remember that now. Okay, if you look at the history, anybody who is generally trying to help the people, something happened to them. But the people who are generally not trying to help the people for real, they always live and always become successful in this system easily. They always say one thing with their mouth, but then their actions so differently. They always spread division. They never bring the people together. They never tell the people to fight for each other. They always tell the people to play into the system some more, which grows the system, what keeps the system going. It's almost like they're doing what kind of benefits them and not actually doing it for the people. Now, I'm not talking about the people that Rashad Jamal named, because I don't even like some of them people. I don't even know what they got going on, but I also know that intuitively I have felt some type of energies about some of them people. So with that being said, just stay vigilant and just know what's going on. I love y'all. You guys are Mari.
Use your discernment when you're watching some of these people in the conscious community, because some of them are faking and frauding. But I can't accuse anybody. Only the Most High knows, and the truth should be revealed at the end of the day. So just use your discernment and do your own research, and you'll be perfectly fine.
The family, chosen ones. The family you were born in is not your original family. Your original family is universe, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, and the strangers. There's never been your bloodline, because you share nothing from them. They might give you their surname, you might share their blood, but you don't belong to them. You are an older soul. Your soul is older than the name they are giving you. Your name, the family name, like the surname, you know, the family name you guys having from your blood family, it's not older than your soul. You're older than your soul. You're placed there for the reason to break the bloodline curse, the generation curse. You're here to play a big role to change the family. And that's why you see, when you're in that family, some of you guys have been abused. Some of you guys, they call you crazy, weirdo, creepy, because they don't understand who you are.
Facts. To all my chosen ones out there, and the ones that know who you are, no matter what situation is, you already know we're gonna get through it. So let's just keep doing the good work, raising the frequency, being the ultimate strong ground crew that we are, breaking the matrix from the inside out. You got this.
I'm gonna be the first to say it. I can't kick it with people no fucking simulation.
Yep. 2026, follow your purpose. Take the leap of faith. The universe got you.
I never met this brother before a day in my life. I don't know him from a can of paint. However, he showed up to my trial. When he showed up to my trial, he got kicked out. And when he got kicked out my trial, it always stood out to me, how did he get kicked out my trial? And he got kicked out my trial because in the middle of my trial, they was finna say it was a mistrial because they said somebody in the crowd was going on social media saying free Rashad Jamal. And they pulled it up in the courtroom, and he stood up and said it was him, and they asked him to leave, and he left. Keep in mind that they was finna declare mistrial if he didn't leave, which would have messed my case up. Don't forget that. Okay? So, it always, in the back of my mind, I always said, how did they know your Facebook account? When you go to a person's court appearance, they don't run your Facebook account. You just show your ID and you walk into the court. So out of all them people there, you mean to tell me the people that was there, how did the district attorney in my case know that you was on Facebook saying free Rashad Jamal? Now I can see if my team posted it on my page, yes, they're gonna watch my page because at the time, I'm Rashad Jamal, right? I have this huge audience, right? This worldwide influence, right? They're gonna watch my page, and I'm also the one that's in trial. But why would they watch a random person in the audience Facebook? How did they know that you went on Facebook and said free Rashad Jamal unless you told them that? That's common sense. But guess what? I let that slide. I kind of kept it to myself. I told my wife about it, but I kind of kept it to myself. Then when he went and made a live and saying what happened in my trial and how they did me wrong. And trial never's true, right? It never's true. And on the outside, you might go, oh, well, he made a video about you and he made a couple rap songs about you. I get it, but you know what that was? When he made those videos, that was to grab more of my audience and my followers. Because guess what? If you speak bad about Rashad Jamal, a lot of y'all don't play about Rashad Jamal out there. All right, y'all gonna take up for me verbally in those comments. But if you're smart, you're gonna gain more followers if you speak up for the political prisoner who put his life on the line for the people. Right? And he's an archon, he's wise enough to recognize that. So you know what? I'm gonna make these videos and make it seem like I'm behind Rashad Jamal. The whole time I'm using this to gain his audience. Right? Which a lot of people want to start supporting him more because of these videos. Let's be honest. All right. When I never met the young brother. I never had met him. Right? Now, he got a good following now, but I had to follow him first. He even admitted himself that he used to watch Rashad Jamal lectures, all right? So, the next thing was me and him was still kind of cool, but I was still thinking about this court thing. And then he revealed himself. It didn't take long. It only took about a year. We did an interview on his channel. It did almost 100,000 views, right? In my interview, I didn't mention nothing about this phase one disinformation agent I'm telling y'all. I didn't mention anything about him, right? But then he did an interview right behind me with phase one, and he spent the whole interview asking about me, and he allowed phase one to attack me in the interview. And then people got in the comment section and was talking bad about me. You know, y'all don't play about me. So some of y'all seen Arquez's comments and responses. Somebody put in one of them comments like, hey, we believe Rashad Jamal did that. And Arquez actually liked it. Whoa. Hold on, Arquez. See, he didn't think the people saw that. You see what I'm saying? He liked the comment. Somebody commented under the video he did with phase one that said, we believe Rashad Jamal really did that. And he liked it. He liked it. But you the same person that came to my trial that I never knew from a can of paint, so I don't even know why you were showing up to the trial. Then you get kicked out of the trial mysteriously. Then you turn around and make these videos saying how my trial went wrong. But then you in the comments agreeing with somebody that I did it. But you just said in your video about me that you know that I didn't do it. So why is you liking somebody comment on the phase one page? And also phase one is trying to discredit me in his interview. Why would you even allow that to take place? That was very messy. That was very, very messy because had he told me, hey, I'm going to do an interview with phase one next, I would have did an interview with him. I don't deal in drama. So when I noticed Archon, not Arquez, he's Archon, that's exactly what he is. When I noticed Archon did that, and the Archons are those who are on the side of Zeus, a.k.a. Lord Satan, if you didn't know that. When I noticed he did that, then I recognized who he truly was.
Call somebody Archon is crazy. I try not to laugh because it's not funny because I've been being attacked by Archons ever since I was really young. And they are one of the pettiest entities ever. Just dumb strong too. But shout out Arquez. I like Arquez and his songs and everything. And this beef with Rashad Jamal just thinks that a lot of these people aren't real. I really just hope we all can get along and we can find peace. And I want to say spiritual community, but I don't want to put it in the same category as dogma, as religion, and that's what a lot of majority of people are doing. So we got to keep the peace and come together if we want everything to be all right.
So you got the media distracting you with the 3 million Epstein files that just got dropped. Cool. Meanwhile, you have the spiritual community speaking about what the sun is about to get ready to drop. Do you guys see how angry that thing is? Oh my goodness. You guys cannot tell me that y'all have not been feeling that energy from the sun. This is the only thing to really talk about, y'all. I told y'all that the sun is angry, bro. It's been trying to send us light codes and they the shift is here.
It don't matter how many times they try to turn that CERN machine on and change our timelines to a timeline where they win. It don't matter how many chemtrails they spray in the sky. It don't matter how many clouds they put in the sky from their cloud making technology. You can't stop the sun. Can't stop the sun.
Now, look at King Von. He got out of jail, right? He beat his murder. And when he got out of jail, Lil Durk picked him up. All right? The reason, see, people outside of Chicago don't really know this, but people inside Chicago that pay attention gonna know this. When Von was getting out of jail, like he told y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know, this for the people that's not from Chicago. He called himself grandson, right? Do a lot of y'all even know why he called himself that? You know what I'm saying? And you can't be listening to no motherfuckers in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, because they don't even be from my city. They don't be knowing shit. They just be commenting. They really be on some, they just be commenting. You feel me? You feel me? Do you know why? See what I'm saying? Because he really was the grandson of the king of the whole nation. Of a lot of people just think it's BDs because the shorties don't know the truth of the nation. But BDs and GDs is one. It was BGDN. King David. This is why I don't know how GDs be like BDK and BDs say GDK. They just blind. King David is everybody king that was under that nation. Yeah, and if you're watching this, you need to know this. Because this is why King Von called himself grandson. David Barksdale was his granddaddy. Man, King David is David Barksdale. That was his granddaddy, his real granddaddy. You see what I'm saying? His granddaddy started the whole nation. See, a lot of y'all outside of Chicago only know Larry Hoover. what I'm saying? Y'all be like GDs, and it's more GDs than BDs, like GDs everywhere, right? That's real, that's true. But, you know, in the understanding, and this is important to know because it's attached to King Von and why Dirk wanted to sacrifice all that. It all tied together, bro. It's all tied together. Like, I'm just giving y'all intel right now. I'm just giving y'all intel. All right. So, David Barksdale started that nation. You know what I'm saying? And when he was killed, you know what I'm saying, it split. You know what I'm saying? It went 3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? Shorty Freeman, Larry Hoover, and Booney Black. They all went different ways. You see what I'm saying? Booney Black took the B and the G. They went Black Gangster, Breeze. That's where Breeze came from. Shorty Freeman took the B and the D, Black Disciples. Your BDs come from. Larry Hoover took the G and the D. That's where your Gangster Disciples came from. You know what I'm saying? This is the true history of that. So you got to know why he was calling himself grandson. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of, right now, like in Chicago, like, it's so fucked up that the BDs and GDs, they kill and war with each other. But that's why they come to jail and niggas get their ass whooped. Because niggas don't want to do one love and be one because they killing each other on the streets. And it's important that you know that because look at all this street. Look at this. This is called street prestige. You know what I'm saying? King Von had street prestige. Even if Lil Durk ain't pick him up, this is why I'm giving y'all this background. This all tied together. Even if fucking Durk ain't pick King Von up, he was already a legend in the streets. His name was big. Like Durk damn near had to pick up King Von. Or niggas would have looked at him sideways like, what you on? Cause you gotta remember. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's still what it is, you feel me? Like, you know, I ain't trying to get into no too deep, too off the weasel. But the folk, if you know what I'm saying? You know, shit, motherfuckers still active. So, you know, it's still laws and policies in effect to a certain extent among certain mobs. So he could not pick up no real nigga like no King Von. You know what I'm saying? He had to grab Von. Now, what you need to peep is like how quick Von started getting good at music. He started getting so good.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get like deeper into why Lil Durk allegedly sacrificed King Von. I guess I gotta find part 2. Let me know if you want to see part 2 in the comments.
These are the last days. Donald Trump just announced. Okay, so remember, the book of Revelation speaks about the Antichrist. It speaks about a little horn coming up and that spirit of that horn. And it says that this horn is boastful, arrogant, and blasphemous, okay? Blaspheming God would be looking out at all of his people, claiming Jesus as Lord, then going to Israel, putting a thing on your head, and denouncing Christ Jesus to become a Jew. That's what Donald Trump did. That's the facts. That's the truth. I'm not slandering nobody. I'm just telling you guys the truth. Go and find out yourself. You do not have to take my word for it. Go look yourself. You're going to find out that he turned to Judaism right after he announced Jesus Christ as Lord. He's a liar. He goes over there. He denounces Jesus Christ as Lord. They hate Christians in Judea, bro, in Israel. They hate us. If you go over there and try preaching Jesus, they will spit in your face, dude. You'll get punched in the face over there by kids, dude, little kids, if you try preaching Jesus. So keep on listening. Let's go. All right. This man says, he boasts. I watched the video myself. You cannot tell me it's not true. He boasts in his ability to end wars. He boasted in his ability to end wars. And then he says, and I quote, he says, and for the first time in 3,000 years, I have caused peace in the Middle East. Were we not waiting on a strong figure from a sinful harlot nation to cause peace in the Middle East, or at least a false peace? Does it not seem like a false peace to you guys? Were we not waiting on a political figure, a strong one, a mighty one, who has the ability to smash other nations, to rise up from a very sinful nation and say, you all are going to stop, or I'm going to hurt? Were we not waiting on someone to cause peace in the Middle East? So you have to hear me. The way that we've been taught the book of Revelations is dead. You need to let go of every bit of it. Do not take my word for it. Please open your Bible and study it alone with Jesus. We were indoctrinated into false teachings. The Antichrist is not what we thought he was. It is a spirit, a very intelligent one, a very wise one, a very powerful one, who's massive, who can express himself in infinite ways through Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Donald Trump. Dude, you name it. If it came out of Hollywood, if it came out of the underground or the mainstream, it is all him, okay? It's all the beast. Whether it's politics, okay? Do I need to prove this to you guys? The Antichrist, okay, is a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, okay? The 7 heads in Revelation 17 represent 7 kingdoms, past, present, future. 5 of them have fallen. One of them is One is yet to come. These kingdoms also represent where the woman rules. The woman is the harlot that seduces the world into sin. That is us. That is Babylon. That is Greece. That is Rome. And that is America. Okay? So let me read it, just so you guys don't think I'm spouting off stuff. Okay? I hate even giving my own interpretation of the Bible, but I'm hoping and praying and believing that the Holy Spirit can show up for you right now and help you understand what I'm saying, okay? So it says, come with me, he said, and I will show you the judgment that's going to come on the great prostitute who rules over many waters. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality. It also says that she rules over many waters, okay? So the angel took me into the spirit, into the wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast who had 7 heads and 10 horns, and blasphemies against God were written all over it. The woman wore purple and scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. Does that not sound like us in America, guys? Oh, it's us. We love the gold and the jewelry and the steaks. If you look at the rest of the world, every one of us is so rich and so wealthy compared to everyone else. Guys, just hear me, dude. Hear me, okay? The woman wore purple, scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. In her hand, she held a gold goblet full of obscenities. Mysterious names were written on her forehead. Babylon the Great. Hear me out. Let me prove this to you guys, okay? Babylon the Great, mother of all prostitutes and obscenities in the world. Mother of all prostitutes and obscenities in the world. No, it's a people. It's not a one person. It is a people. It always has been. It's always been a people that caused the world to sin. America brought the light bulb. America also brought adult content. America brought the internet. It also brought the beast. America brought Hollywood. America brought mainstream. America brought Taylor Swift and Aleister Crowley. America brought it all. And every bit of those things that I just talked about, MTV, the MTV studios is a Freemason temple. Look it up. It's public knowledge. Every one of the studios is a Freemason temple. You do research. I'm serious. Okay, so let's keep going. Why are you so amazed? The angel asked. I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns on which she sits. The beast you saw was once alive, but isn't now, and yet will soon come up from the bottomless pit and go to eternal destruction. And the people who belong to this world, whose names were not written on the book of life before the world was made, will be amazed at the reappearance of the beast who had died. Here we go. Just as it says in the mark of the beast, it's not a woman. Erica Kirk is maybe a symbol of the harlot, but we are the harlot. Just hear me. I'm going to prove it. Just keep listening. It's not one woman. This is the problem why we're waiting on one man to be an antichrist. The antichrist is the man of perdition, the man who brings sin, the beast who brings sin. America brought sin to the world. Just listen, okay? Okay, this calls for a mind with understanding. What is wisdom? What is understanding? To fear God, a relationship with Jesus. You can study this book all you want, but if you don't love Jesus desperately, you're never going to get it, okay?
Man, he covered a lot of scriptures. I advise people to look at the book of Revelations and, if possible, do research and read the book of Enoch. They took them scriptures out of the Bible for a reason. So that's just my thought about it. So just do your own research.
You become conscious, and conscious means to be aware. Once you get made aware of bullshit and you read your first book or you see your first documentary or whatever you watch that open your eyes, the first thing is stages to awakening. The first stage is anger. The second stage is still anger. The third stage is now you want to research and learn more and come to an understanding. Okay, you want insight. So let's just say the third stage is insight. The fourth stage is extreme sadness. You know why? Because once you get that insight, the sadness comes from the fact that not only do you want to give it to other people, but everybody don't want it. And so you go through a stage of depression. And then it's at this fourth stage that decides if you make it to the fifth stage or not. So you got 2 stages of anger, okay? You got a third stage, which is insight. You got your fourth stage, which is depression, discouragement, sadness. All of these are stage 4. And then your fifth stage determines how you heal from stage 4. In stage 4, the way that you heal from that is that you have to understand, and stand, period, on the fact that people have a choice to seek intelligence or not. And so the sadness comes from the fact that you want to help people. But if you don't understand that people have to help themselves, then you will never leave stage 4. And so you got a lot of people walking around in the world right now that's internally broken because they didn't know how to leave stage 4. They didn't know how to understand that no matter what happens to this world did it to itself. If all the water in the world get fucked up, guess what? Guess who did it? The people who kept buying fucked up water. The people who didn't care. If Flint, Michigan never get clean, guess who didn't clean it? Not the people who poisoned it, but all of the people around the country, in every state, not just the upper class and the middle class and the celebrities, but the everyday people who buy Jordans and buy 2K. All of these motherfuckers who didn't ever lend a fucking helping hand to fix it.
Not Rashad Jamal. I remember when they was beefing too, Rashad Jamal and Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh, I like it. He's not scared to say how it is, and he's been through a lot too, and he still continue to give out information, stand on what he says, give out this esoteric knowledge. And shout outs to Young Pharaoh. He's in the GOAT conversation. He's in the GOAT conversation next to you can say Rashad Jamal, Dry Hayes. He's in that conversation. But sorry to say, this is the end of the video. I had fun. Just have my bodyguard just sleep. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, send any videos that you would like me to react to. Continue to be a better person each day. Take that leap of faith. Chase your dreams. Be living proof that you can do whatever you put your mind to. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. I had fun. Peace.